Yeah, so let's get right into it. And I'm gonna try and pull up what we have. So for this specific topic, we're talking about the future is here, Elon Musk versus Rivian, Sam Altman, the drama behind that, and we're also talking about the drama on like the super intelligence and where all that's going. We'll talk a little bit about Amazon. So it's gonna be fun. Thanks for tuning in. This is one of our first lives, and we have our own little workshop as well that we will talk about. And so let me quickly jump into where we're going to go with all of this. So over here, let's pull this up. Let me just pull this down. Okay, cool. Yeah, so welcome. My name's Daniël-James. This is the MoneyBru show with DJM.Design. And yeah, we chose this nice little time to kind of engage with you and talk a little bit about what's going on in the news. So from there, we're also going to talk about some AI tools that you can use in your kind of environment, whatever you're doing with work and things like that, and how you want to implement things that make sense for you. So, I mean, we had a workshop that we ran, and you'll see the link in the description. It is a free workshop, so definitely enjoy that and check that out. So let me go down here. You'll find that on YouTube. And then, you know, I spoke about this in the workshop, and it's kind of evolved now as a topic where I like to talk about the two camps between, you know, super intelligence versus, you know, like intelligence just from a scientific perspective versus maybe like an everyday perspective. So, you know, the fun thing and the funny thing that I always like to think about is what is your camp? Like, what side of the camp are you? So let me just pull this up, sorry. Which side of the camp are you when it comes to this stuff? So let me pull this up. And there's usually two camps, right? Like if I go up here, let me just look at this. So we spoke a lot about just like how to piggyback AI and stack AI from this kind of point of view, and what does that look like. And the other camps that we speak about with AI is, you know, like, are you on the scruffy side of AI or on the neat side? So scruffies just kind of create things everywhere and just put them together and hope it works out, versus neats, people who are very focused scientifically and mathematically. And you see that with Elon Musk and Sam Altman and the drama that's happening there. Some of us believe it's just going to be a lifeless machine. And so in this Reuters article, they kind of break it down a little deeper onto what's happening and what we should be like thinking about. So let me go in here. So you can see here it says that on November 22nd, several of the staff researchers wrote a letter to the board of directors warning of a powerful intelligence discovery that they said could threaten humanity. So very interesting there. Two people were familiar with the matter and told Reuters. The previously unreported letter and AI algorithm were key developments before the board's ouster of Altman. So the board pushed him out of the company, and you can see like on one of these other articles, Elon Musk was kind of warning about this and just kind of putting it out there that, hey, this is something that we need to pay attention to. And so, like, if you read this article from Yahoo Finance, you know, he played a big role as a chief scientist in 2015 with persuading E.R. Stutzver to join OpenAI. He's described Musk as a good human. So Musk, you know, always pushing such drastic action, which is mentioned down here. The OpenAI's mission is to develop artificial intelligence, AGI, and ensures its benefits of all humanity. So that's kind of what's in concern here. And there was some talk of him kind of jumping between a few other positions for 4 days and then finally settling down at a place that makes sense for him to work. If I go back to this article here, which I want to talk about, the super intelligence part of it is really like a hot topic right now, but it hasn't really got into that aspect. And I think a lot of it is got to do with like ChatGPT 5 and how they're over analyzing that portion of what they call is Q star, which is a form of the OpenAI research that's a little bit more threatening. So right now they're managing the threat. There's no sign of super intelligence right now, and actually there's no living intelligence, and I speak about this in the workshop. As we speak, there's no living intelligence. So how do you use this information, and how does it benefit you, right? Because at the end of the day, that's why we're here. So I would say the tools, and I'm going to talk about the top 3 tools towards the end of this to kind of deep dive and talk about as you're in your day-to-day kind of navigating through AI tools. I have a design agency called DJM.Design, and this is a little bit of some of the stuff that we offer for clients. This is a free workshop that we have, and what's really exciting and fun about it is you submit, go in, and you can watch the hour-long workshop, and there's no cost to you, and you can learn the tools. I will mention 3 to 4 of my favorite tools at the end of this video, as well as let's just quickly go to some this next page here. What's fun about this page, when you've subscribed and signed up, it's completely free, and then you can book some extra time to meet with us and talk about business and stuff like that, brainstorm where you want to take it. But what's neat is I also give you the PowerPoint slides in this workshop. That we'll get a little bit deeper into Rivian and Amazon here in a second. So how this works is once you've signed up, it takes you to our merch page, and our clients get entries as they're doing things with us, as we're engaging, as we're moving through different processes for everyone. That is how this piece of what we do works. And so when you shop a piece of merch and you engage with, let's say, this video, you are going to get entries to our $1,000 giveaway. We're also doing $300 giveaways for merchandise. We're doing 30% off of merchandise. And some of these things are funny, I'm not old, I'm classic. Jeans have sold socks, hats and beanies, rise and grind. We have a mouse pad and like some tech products. These products are also featured on our Facebook page, so you can check them out there. Once you click on the product, like these leggings are really hot products right now for ladies and for men too. They're unisex, some of them, like these joggers. When you engage with them, you'll see the 30% off. So that's how that works. And then for those of you who want to get like easier entry, these are like $15 stickers you can engage with. We partnered with a cool company called Top Shelf Printing, and they kind of moved this through for us. And I'm almost done with my whole elevator spiel pitch, right? I'm almost through. But I'm inspired by you guys, and I'm inspired by what I see our clients are doing. And I'll talk a little bit more about that here. You can submit a free entry by just adding your information or sharing this online. Cool, I made it through the spiel. Let's get back to the live. So something insane that I wanted to show you guys is I was driving down the road and I saw these Rivian Amazon trucks, and then I realized, wow, the stock had shot up because Amazon had done a deal where now they are going to produce these Amazon delivery vehicles. So their share price went from 16 to 24. So keep an eye on this. I mean, they probably beat out Elon Musk for that bidding process, and Rivian is a dangerous counterpart. So a fun stock to watch, honestly. The other thing that I'm always concerned about is how long production's taking at Tesla. You look at the Cybertruck launch, and we're talking November 30th, 2024. Production will start in in the mass, right? So yeah, I mean, if you look at it from a broad perspective, Musk has a long way to go, except for when it comes to semis. So the semis are phenomenal, just all-encompassed vehicles to transport and deliver and things like that. But there's still some barriers to entry. They're selling for $180,000 for a 500-mile extended range version of the semi. It's just so crazy. Yeah, and in terms of the design tools I'm going to talk about over here, when I went back to the workshop, and something fun just in general was watching people understand how it all works, right? So like this is where I want to jump into, you know, the different types of, let's say, AIs. You know, you have reactive, limited memory, theory of mind, self-aware. And this is where the self-aware part is coming in. Scientifically, we can't get to that, but we're seeing AI stacks that actually push in that direction. So it makes it kind of scary. So that's where, you know, who's to blame? Like, if this does happen, is it Sam Altman? You know, is it the people, the naysayers, or the people who are like, no, this is bad, you need to watch out? My simple, like, the simplest way I like to think about it is, think of AI like this. You still have to put stuff in to get stuff out. So it's still 80% human and 20% AI. And mathematically, you can't like build a self-conscious. You can't prove like the soul and self-conscious. And I've read a book to kind of do my research with all of this. It's actually this one. And it prepped me for the workshop that we did, and we turned it into like a 3-hour segment. So you can go check this book out. This is also kind of cool. And for those of you who don't know, we have more content on the channel, so go check it out. And our YouTube is like the spot where most of the action happens. So thanks for hanging out on a Saturday night with me, or whatever you're watching this. So if I go back to something here that really helped kind of change the game for me, I did the workshop on AI, and it really taught me everything that I wanted to know. So like AI compliance, when you're writing something, you know, disclose that it was AI that helped you generate it. Google is looking at quality all the time, so you can't just hack all the stuff and expect to get away with it. So like on the business side of things, you still need to use some of your intuition to understand that it has to be compliant. Law and order, the laws are being developed as we speak, so that's where all of this comes into play. And I always tell people, spend like 30 minutes a day just pumping and excelling. And I have like a cool testimony from this. There's a person at a company called My Family Roofers, and they had done that and now are using the tool. Also our good friends at Colorado Coat. Let's see, Colorado Coat, they have a VIP page, waitlist. They started implementing AI, and the content we've developed for them, they're using on their email systems and pushing it, and just doing such a phenomenal job engaging with their clients, you know, and showing kind of their product success. So they've created a wait list, which I think is brilliant. And you know, we did this workshop at a library down here downtown, and then we also did one at UNC, which is a college, I think it's University of Northern Colorado. This is me getting this ridiculous thing, professor for a day. It's a cheesy award, but it was fun. We spoke to like 20 different students and 20 entrepreneurs that day, and so far 100 people have run through the workshop. So you know, the next tool I'm going to talk about is like this presentation builder that was built with AI. So it's called tome.app, so go check that out. And when you do the workshop, there's 20 different tools that we break down in the workshop that you can kind of snapshot and use. We speak about like something that when I realized this, I was like, wow, this is so cool. On ChatGPT, there is a plugins tab, and in the plugins tab, you can do like Canva, or you can do your designs. You can kind of do your YouTube publishing, which is mine over here. And then you can just kind of go even further with what I call AI stacking. So you click on this little tool here and you say ChatGPT 4, or you want to say plugins. I have a code only plugin section that like runs all my code that I want to work on, and I've created a code only tab. And so this is how you organize it. You do like one thread for one thing, and then you just hash out what you need to do. So you can read PDFs, you can search websites now on ChatGPT 4. It's $20 a month. And then the next tool up from that is canva.com, which I love. You can now AI design, and so all agencies are becoming very irrelevant. And that's why we've pivoted into merchandise and the workshops. So especially with this Black Friday, Cyber Monday launch kickoff, you know, for everyone. So yeah, don't forget, like, support us. There's that 15, if you jump into the merchandise at shop.DJM.Design, even the sticker will just help us push that needle and give back, as well as do the $1,000 giveaway. That's going to be happening on January 5th. And yeah, we've even looked at a compliance company to hand over and do the giveaway with us. So just to kind of give some more perspective, I mean, our agency's been doing this for 7 years. I've been doing this for more than 10 years. And so it's been a wild ride. So if you want to check out more on the AI stuff on the YouTube channel itself, you will see we have content coming out all the time on different elements like that, as well as on our social media. So we'll talk more and more about it. You can see the live is rolling, and I'm stoked for everyone who's taken part. Hopefully it works out the way it should. So we've got a new For You page, and yeah, it's fun. A video that I've always wanted to kind of recap and talk about from our previous videos is actually our deals video. So if you ever want to hack deals with AI, these deal hacks will do it for you. Like, I'm just gonna pull this up for a sec. So there's like Amazon deal hacks I mentioned. I'll just kind of play this on a lower speed. And I remember so well that this video was one of my favorites to make, because I talked about the gift card hacks where you can hand in gift cards. And I don't know if this is going to play because I've got so much streaming right now. But you can use crypto for deal hacking and things like that. So that's stuff like that, or let's see, coupon codes. And so depends on what cards you have, right? There's an Amazon card that's 5% cash back on Amazon purchases. Honey, like the coupon method for Honey. Amazon has some deals. Bitcoin. Some of these platforms don't exist anymore, but it's worth looking at. So this was my complex strategy. I'm a little bit less hairy back there, so I'm more of like a ginger orangutan these days with the beard and everything. I talk about a strategy where I kind of hack and use to quickly a whole Bitcoin strategy to get deals on this Christmas time. As you know, when you have a lot of family, that happens. So let's play this part. Okay, so going back to where we were at, just to kind of wrap as well, we have some new podcast segments coming up. I have people lined up, some fun little vehicle discussions, as well as companies that are going to be part of the show on one of our platforms here. We have a 30% off our sponsorship stuff. We have 30% off of so many good stuff like the merchandise, buy down rates. Clients who are purchasing right now too are getting these entries to our giveaway. When people engage with these sponsor segments, they get viewership on our videos. So 2 videos with like a few seconds slot. And we did this once with Breeze Through on a lot of our content. So if I go back to the channel, come on guys, we need more subscribers. We've hit 100 videos. This is also a celebration point for me. Hitting 100 videos has been like big challenge. My business is a challenge. Hitting 100,000 in revenue was a challenge, and I just can't like the easiest way I got there was just repetition and not being afraid of being embarrassed or worrying what other people are thinking about where I'm going. Because the moment I started worrying was when I knew like I was done for, like I could not succeed. But then I would have good relationships and connections. Like we did a podcast on the Pain to Profits podcast, and that kind of drove us over that point. So yeah, just big shout out to everyone who supported us. Just love you guys and are so stoked to see the future. Channel growth is steady, so that's kind of fun. But yeah, like I will go to another strategy that I'd love to bring up to you guys that are in the business world. This is an investment strategy that I don't think it's AI driven, but you could almost say so. And I'm going to move this off to the side so you guys don't spy on my login. And I don't get a referral for this, but it's worth noting this. So back when investments were popping off really crazy, I've created this thing called an inflation index. And has it performed? It's performed so well. So I'm going to pull this over to the side. And I'm going to show you what's in here. It's so amazing. So this is an index I follow and invest in for myself. My wife and I really like to deal with more of insurance investments. So like IULs and annuities. They're investments that we're trying to get more and more into. Basically, they have like a fixed one has a fixed point. So the investment can keep going, and it builds like a death benefit with your insurance that you're already paying for. So if you're curious about that, ask me. But there's also like one where it just flatlines and you grow by like 7%. It's not a lot, but this is amazing, right? So if I go back to a 1 month period with the inflation growth portfolio that I took a lot of time to undercover, it was at 9%. 3 months ago, 3.4, year to date, 61% growth. And all time 198% growth, and that's over, let's see, how many years is this, since 2019 to now. I've checked other versions of this pie, and this is called M1 Finance. This is the portfolio. So you have to go with 25, 25, 20, 10, 10%. And I'm going to pull this up so it's higher quickly. I love this stuff, and I think this is a new piece of the channel that everyone else can enjoy as well. So iShares Clean Energy, the green bubble is here, and that's why I invest in that. And then there's the semiconductors. Now you're talking about Nvidia. These are ETFs, and all that means is that they are going to be like a conglomerate of stocks that follow that market. Then you have Vanguard Value, which is just value companies as it's stated. And if you want to investigate more, you can click on M1 Finance and look deeper into these. I'll try and have a link below this video. The healthcare sector, as we've known from COVID, is such a good place to have your money. The growth ETF, the VUG with Vanguard. As you can see, I really do like Vanguard. And then the last one down here, which you may not see, is called VU. So it's the S&P 500 at 10%. So with these combined, this is my 2023 to 24 inflation AI portfolio. This thing will reinvest at the same point at which you've allocated at, and it's called like it's fractional investing, and it's dollar cost averaging. It's all the good stuff Ramsey talks about, and Graham Stephan and Alex Hormozi and everyone who knows what they're talking about. Obviously, I'm not going to give investment advice. That you're going to have to do your own research. I don't take liability, full disclosure on that. Do your own kind of due diligence and put this in a vehicle that is good for you. So like I like a Roth IRA, or like I was talking about those investment vehicles, they're like tax free. So you want to get, or you've already paid your tax on it, for example. Well, that is the live stream, you guys. I'm so thankful that you're here. If you have any other things you're wondering about, questioning, don't forget to reach out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and share this with someone, because there's some value in here for you. You don't want to be like this guy who's just gonna smash his computer because you're frustrated with tech time and you're, the hype of AI. Like, we're all kind of tired of that stuff, so we don't need any of that. But this workshop debunks that. It's a 3-hour long deep dive, and people afterwards were so changed. They like shifted the way they were thinking and realized it's all about people. It's that 80% people human touch. You can use it for grant writing, which is like 20% of our revenue. You can use it for interview processes, video, you name it. But I kind of keep it simple to a few tools. So yeah, thanks everyone. Cheers. Wherever you're at, enjoy. And I look forward to your comments and your questions. And thanks for hanging out. See you on the next one.